The eGovernment benchmark is conducted annually in 35 countries in Europe, where we assess 9 live events consisting of 85 public services, and we have them assessed by mystery shoppers, 2 in every country that go about 15,000 public websites approximately, and besides there are a few automated tests that we run. What we see in Europe in terms of how countries progress, there is basically the same leaders that we had also last year, Malta and Estonia, that really lead the way, but also the other Nordic and Baltic countries do very well. There's also a couple of countries that show quite a lot of progress year over year. This year, especially Turkey, Greece and Poland are very clearly progressing and accelerating their digital government solutions by about 10 to 8 percentage points each. User centricity is high on the agenda of countries, but especially the online availability of services. About 4 out of 5 public services are available online, also through mobile channel and also through one-stop shops that the governments have set up over the past decade. At the same time, we also see an increasing need for the user and let's say a human-centric approach to how the services are delivered online, being in mind web accessibility guidelines, for instance, the proper use of the mobile devices that are becoming more and more important, the security of those services and so on. We need to also focus on the quality and not only the quantity of services that's being brought online, because in the end we want people to actually be able to intuitively use those services. I think countries can mostly improve on elements that we actually have only recently put into the measurement. So we talk about accessibility, which is key for almost 60 million Europeans with a form of visual or other disability, but will help any user. Still, 8 out of 10 websites do not score well on all the parameters in the automated assessment, and that's only the automated assessment. Security is another one. We've put into place an assessment on cybersecurity protocols, so like basic hygiene of public services. There is basically no website in Europe that passes all the thresholds in that assessment. One of the areas where governments can improve in e-government concerns transparency. The indicator in the research stands at 62%, but that means basically 3 things. There is a need to increase the transparency of the service delivery process so that the user knows when, where he is in the whole process, when he will get an answer and all these things. It's also about including users in the design of public services, which is a key point to also increase interaction and experience. And thirdly, it's about the transparency of personal data, which is basically referring to the accountability also of the government, who are using more and more data of users. And at the same time, users might expect some accountability, some transparency on what data is used, when, by whom, and for what purpose. So finally, transparency is definitely one of those indicators that need more attention in Europe.